Poke check by Constable will put the puck back in the Blaze hands. Sorceman, a little poke along to Constable. Sends it through the offensive zone. Virtanen spins away on the broken play. He's going to try and send it out in front. It was Luciani on the backhand, but he couldn't guide it towards Andri's net. As Luciani back to the slot. Nice pass from Alessio Luciani on the backhand. A kick save by the netminder. Off Grant mismatch. Got his back to the net. Constable now will turn around his man. Good play from Constable. Luciani, he sends one to the back door. The stick of the netminder came out to break that up. Sorceman, he will throw on one on the glove, and the Blaze will show a little bit of their offensive chops here with a couple of minutes having gone in the period.
If we take it pre-season as a whole, that was probably one of the most fluid offensive shifts that we've seen from the Coventry Blaze in 63 minutes and a bit, and the Blaze were able to score 7 goals on Friday night. Really nice puck movement. Constable, Luciani linking quite well together to pass it up, and Virtanen pinching in to play a couple of times and really showing the way what he can do on an offensive side.
De Hond, again, top of the circle, at one time heavily redirected off Matthew Gleeson with the block. De Hond will shoot again, kick save, all right out in front, chance, and another save by Robson, flashing the leather. It was tipped out of mid-air by the trappers forward. Robson makes a nice save as Blaze, you feel need a stop here as a diving block from Matthew Gleeson will force Tilburg out of the zone, and the Blaze can change. Virtanen and Dalhusen on the backboards. They combine. Puck picked up by Roth. Tries to stick handle away from Sorceman. Virtanen on the backboards. We'll start the Coventry Blaze up. Boyson. It's the red line. Nice pass to the slot. It's bobbling. Barriga's there. So is Matthew Gleeson. And he pushes one wide. Blaze are trying to bank it out in front where Boyson is lurking. It ends up with Van de Ven. Shot off the face-off from McLeod. Ends up over the top of Robson's net. Yeah, I didn't necessarily expect the physicality of Boyson as Gleeson's going to come across the line. Nice hands by Gleeson. He's ended up drawing a penalty. He deked around the defenseman, bearing down on Andri. If it wasn't for the big slash from the defenseman Vogler, I think he was away at the races. That just caused him to lose control of the puck. And the Blaze will get their first power play of the night of a textbook calling. Kobe Roth in the corner. Found a loose puck. Gonna pick out a passing lane. Finds one to the point. Loginov with some traffic in front. Shoots. Doesn't get through to the net of Robson. Luciani's pass finds Hazeldine. Hazeldine jumping up into the offense with Constable and Luciani in support. It's a backhand pass. Constable got a piece of it. Just couldn't direct it goalward. And then Archie Hazeldine continues to stay in the play. Mismash wins the puck. Mismash. Chance in the slot. Luciani. Great save by Andri. Plucks it out the air with style. Alessio Luciani, all the time and space in the world. He just had to beat the netminder, but he couldn't. And it remains Blaze 0, Tilburg 0. Yeah. Face off to Robson's right. Stemfer will stand over this one. Face off ends up kind of just sitting in the skates of the linesman. De Hond couldn't keep it moving, and Boyson will escape the zone with the puck as a result. Boyson flicks one to the back door. Nice play by Boyson, combining with Gleeson. And it's a fantastic stretch save by Cedric Andri to his blocker side, down low. And, well, I mean, this connected fantastically between Boyson and Gleeson. And another fantastic stop from the netminder. Stick catches Connor Russell up high, it seems. He's a little sluggish to recover. Roth tries to jump inside Chukarov and mismatch. Shot from the point, tipped out in front. It's behind Robson, but he's got a handle on it. Kobe Roth was lurking, just wasn't quite within striking distance to tap that one into the gaping net. And Matt Robson makes a quite crucial save there early in the second period.
Yeah, manages to realise pretty quickly that he doesn't quite have it entirely covered, but he has managed to take all of the sting out of that shot, which means that puck really is moving very, very slowly behind him, and he's able to get that glove down on it pretty quickly. McLeod. Blaze crowding Matt McLeod, making sure he can't get his speed going as shot comes in, kicked aside, and they score! On the loose puck, the rebounder is McLeod. The shot initially came in from Danny Van Belkom. It was a really classic and simple play. Shot low, far pad. Robson can only kick that rebound out into the middle of the ice, and McLeod was coming in on the trailer, gobbled it up, and distributed it into the back of the net. 1-0 Tilburg.
Yeah.
Blaze look to send that one high and out as Barriga tries to grab it, and as does Borgman. Hazeldine steps in, shoots, tipped in front. Oh, and they score! It's wonderful for Barriga. Out of midair. Similar to a chance that Tilburg had in the first period, but this time it's Barriga who executes, and the Blaze tied up at 1. Well, that was fancy, Stu. Let's see it again.
That was fancy. It's a great play from Archie Hazeldine on the back there. Just flings it in, and then shot goes towards net. The netminder can't quite track it well enough, but the hand-eye coordination from Elijah Barriga to find it into the back of the net.
Boyson, toe drags round Dalhusen. Got Ruffin in the slot. He's going to try and use his speed. He's going to try and wrap that puck around as Dalhusen rather acrobatically collides with the net. And that's such a tight turn that Matthew Gleeson put on. But as he wrapped that puck around, Dalhusen tried to stay with him but was unable to, and ultimately collided with the net. Yeah. Mismatch. The half wall. Blaze have pulled it away. There might be a chance here for Mismatch. He shoots. Good glove save. Andreen jumps on a loose puck that just spilled off him momentarily. Good work from Grant Mismatch. Was able to kind of jimmy that puck away from the boards, walk to the top of the slot and fire one on net. It was a good save by Andree, as well, we know that Grant Mismatch can sure shoot the pucks too. Certainly put a fire under Boyce in that big open ice hit to start the period. As David Clements will throw one of his own along the half boards on Giovanni Vogler. Loose puck's going to head up ice to Boyson. 2-on-1 with Gleeson. Boyson goes himself, takes the water bottle and breaks the deadlock. William Boyson looked across, saw Gleeson was probably covered, backed himself, slammed the puck in the back of the net, and it's Blaze 2, Trappers 1.
Yeah, William Boyson with his goal. That breakaway just comes forward. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Passing lane looks taken out. So he's got it shot nicely, settled on the forehand. Quick release past the netminder. And then Cedric Andrew can't really do anything about that one.
Yeah. Puck comes across the line with Marinaccio. Couldn't quite pull it out of the glove. He's got Van de Ven hanging around the net front as Marinaccio ends up cuddling Vertinen to the ice. The Blaze meanwhile have come north. It's Boyson fighting for the puck with Loginov. It's going to fall for Gleeson. Gleeson, they score! Barriga, his second of the night. Matthew Gleeson stripped the puck away right on the corner of the zone and was able to march it towards the net of Andree. It's a picture-perfect finish from Barriga. A selfless play as well from Gleeson, setting up the former Belfast Giant for his second of the night.
Yeah, nice connection again between this trio of forwards. Fighting for the puck on the boards there. Gleeson springs it open and has the wherewithal not to look to the left of him where Colton Sauceman was on the overlap, but to play it back to the right where Elijah Barriga has got a really solid opportunity to spring it into the back of the net. You see there, it's basically, Andrew's got no chance. He can't track across with lateral movement that quick to cover that shot.
They're going to pull the goalie, the Trappers here. There's no penalty on the play. We're going to go some 6-on-5. McLeod in the corner, checked by McKenzie. Borgman throws it across the zone, gets it back at the top. Roth can only take that pass via the skate. One-timer from the weak side, goes over the top of Robson's net. He might have got a chunk of it. Max Stewart with a check. Borgman. Hopkins tried to get the stick in the passing lane. Borgman shooting, tipped down in front, but it ends up coming wide of the net. McLeod. That's that puck back from Roth. Borgman shooting again, looking for the tip. Robson's got it and hangs on for the whistle. I think that's kind of interesting coaching from Albrecht, because he's noticed that, okay, I've got my first line out there, the Blaze have got their fourth line out there, let's try and take advantage of a 6-on-5 by pulling the netminder. A couple of looks, but Matt Robson making a good save, and the Blaze doing a pretty good job of keeping the Trappers to the outside.
I think he does.
So we will remain 6-on-5. Matt Robson will take back to the net. Marinaccio, Roth, McLeod, Borgman, Dalhusen, and Van Soest at the point. Blaze will clear off the face-off win, and they score! Saucerman, his third of the weekend. Not one to watch on the night. He's been cool and collected on the back end. Luciani won the face-off cleanly, and Colton Saucerman cleanly deposits it in the back of the net from almost 200 feet away.
Yeah, really just good bit of foresight from the veteran there, just turns and slaps it towards the Tilburg net. One of those ones that you've probably done in practice many times, where you just hit it down the other end of the ice towards the net.
It was interesting to see like how this game was going to pan out after such a big victory for Tilburg against MK last night. The Blaze, yeah, beating MK, but not by as wide a margin. It was interesting to see how they'd match up, but as the game's gone on, Coventry have taken over. Mackenzie will send that puck, looking for Chukov, a bad bounce off the backboards. It comes out for Dalhusen, he shoots, it's blocked on the way through. Dalhusen harassed by Max Stewart. Stewart finishes his hit in the corner. Mackenzie will send that one out softly, and the Coventry Blaze go back-to-back wins in pre-season. A good performance between the pipes as well, it must be said, by Matt Robson, giving up only the one, although it must be said Andrew was the busier of the netminders. He did rather well, the dual national.